Kim.
Julia. Hello.
I'm just pulling up at home right now.
Are you? So, do you want to?
I am.
You want to go in the house and do this? You want to do it in the car right now?
Yeah, no, I don't want to do it in the car. I can go on in the house if it comes for it. Don't matter now.
Going in the house. And
yeah, I'll talk to you huh?
How long you want me to call you before I call you back?
I don't know, 15 minutes, half hour-ish.
Yeah, okay.
Will that be good? Yeah, let me a minute to get in here and probably have an argument, and we'll see what happens.
An argument?
Yeah, I'm kidding.
Yeah, because I want you to be happy.
I'm
It's
trying to be
she
happy.
can. Was it a good day? I mean, considering.
No, James, my life is a total trip, and it's I don't know, it's been different. You know what I mean? Like, since Jacob died, life is just different.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it was a good day or a bad day. It was a sad day, but it's a different day. And life is sad anyways these days, but it's still happy. You know, it's weird. It's just weird. I'm happy I'm going to be a grandmother. That's a whole new lease on life and a whole.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
And he called, yes, for sure.
Well,
Jeremy called
he
today.
He said, what did he say?
He called me on video call and he said, show me that. He said, I thought this would cheer you up today, that Lana had her first appointment today at the ultrasound.
Mm-hmm. They got a picture of it?
He sent me a picture of it. She's only like 8 weeks. But everything is good. The doctor said she's good and healthy and strong heartbeat and everything.
It's a girl?
No. I mean, they don't. No. The doctor said that Lana was good and healthy.
Oh.
They don't know what the baby is too soon. I wonder, will they find out?
Have they picked out a name already?
James, all I know is that Negro says he's not going to do a J. And we're going to have to go toe-to-toe about that, because all I could say is, really?
No.
I know. I felt, he's always said that. He's always said that. But, like, why do you want to do that to Mom and Dad started?
Yeah.
Don't do that. Mama and Papa they started it. Look at how everybody's going along. Of course, my honorary child.
We got a Finch.
Yeah, that's true. We do have a Finch. I guess I'm over it, James, because it don't matter.
Finch, Julie,
it's all in the name.
Finch fucked it up.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot. So Jeremy's not the first one.
Yeah.
I'll go with that. Yeah, so just as well. What's in the name? It ain't gonna change a thing.
No.
Okay, yeah, call me, James. I'm going in the house right now, so call me whenever.
Okay, I'll call you back about half an hour.
All right, honey.
All right.
Okay, bye. All right, let's get to talking, because Terry's gonna be home, and I don't want to be in front of anybody.
Okay. So I've been calling today Contagious Peace Day. How do you feel about that?
Well, I feel I'm not on that calling it that. I'm not on calling the day that I lost Jacob that. Because when you said Happy Contagious Peace Day, for me, it takes what it is for me.
It's not happy.
It's not. It's not, and it's not. Contagious did happen to be his first word. I wasn't there to hear him say peace, but that's what they said. Who
was there when he said contagious?
Me and Mariana. Mariana was holding him when he said it. He had a cold. I promise you that boy had not said a word. Mariana was holding him, and we were both standing there, and I was like wiping his nose or something, and she goes, I hope it's not contagious. And he said, contagious. And we looked at each other like I thought she was going to drop him. It was that crazy. And then we tried to get him to say it again, and he said, and then we kept saying it again, contagious. And then he said it again. When I tell you he said contagious, it wasn't like we tried to make him or whoever.
Oh, see, I never heard that. I knew that he said it, but I always thought he just came out of nowhere and just said contagious, but I didn't know he heard somebody say it first.
Yeah, you didn't know that.
I didn't know it started. That's how it started. I hope she said
that's exactly. Yeah. And I was so glad that even on his memorial thing that I wrote on the back, that I said his first word was contagious, and if you don't believe ask Mariana, because she was right there holding him when he said it.
It's a good thing you had a witness, because no one would have ever believed you.
No, nobody would.
Yeah.
Nobody would.
Yeah.
I was so glad that you were there, and we kept saying that. Like who would believe it if it? That's what she kept saying. Nobody. I'm so glad I was here.
And
because
Julie,
he said it.
not only did you have a witness, she was white.
Yeah, so I got a credible witness. They'd be like, these niggas is lying. These lying ass niggas.
That's some
that
funny
boy
shit.
didn't say no contagious. Yeah. James, he even put the S on the end. He said contagious as clearly as I'm saying contagious to you. There was no, that sounded like contagious. It wasn't like that. It was like, what? It was like he didn't think about it. He just said it. What was my contagious? Contagious.
Yeah.
First I heard him speak.
Wow. That's awesome. Okay, so let me ask you this.
Yeah.
How did you know his last word was peace?
Because you told it to me.
Oh, I just wanted to make sure because I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
You know, there was
because you told me that somebody was there that
there was this gym. I think it's still there, right next to Lux. And every time I go to work, there'd be this girl on this treadmill running, and she'd wave at me, you know. And that's how I got to know her. I didn't know who she was, really. She knew me, and then, you know, after that happened, she contacted me and goes, hey, you remember me? I'm the girl on the treadmill. And she goes, I was standing.
Really?
Yeah, she goes, I was standing right next to your nephew when he did that. And she told me he took his fist, he bumped his chest, he said peace, and he jumped on the track.
Was the train a stopping train or was it a fast-moving train?
You know, I didn't ask her that. Because sometimes they come straight through, right?
Yeah, sometimes they come straight through.
Yeah.
And this is something that as a mother, these are the questions that I care about. If he said peace, that's the thing that I care about, because I want to know that he really did that.
He did. He said peace. She said he pounded his chest, said peace, jumped on the track backwards with his guitar on his back.
Backwards.
Yes. That's what she told me.
That's lovely.
I don't know if that's good.
It's lovely to hear, because I never heard that.
Oh, I don't know if that's good or bad news, but that's a very heroic way to go out. I mean, I could have never done it.
Listen, let me tell you something.
No matter how.
That's good news. It was good news. When I got the call about Jacob, and they told me that he was hit by a train, I was devastated.
I bet you.
I was devastated. I didn't know he had done it on purpose. I thought he was walking by, being his innocent little sweet self, going to his friends, and accidentally got on the track and didn't know. That's what I thought.
Wow.
So when I later on talked to the lady, or James, I don't remember who told me that when the lady called, I had to call the lady back. She told me that he died, but she didn't tell me.
The lady from where?
When I found out about Jacob, the police they can't come to the house, and I didn't know. My roommate found him. So he gave me a card, and on the card it said Sheriff, Coroner and Sheriff's Office. So I didn't know. I thought that Jacob had gotten in trouble with the police. You know, I always expect a call like that. But I did see the word coroner, but I saw sheriff, and I just thought that was what they had on the card. So I called, and the lady said, "Is this, I said, Jacob's mom?" And I said, "Yes, it is." And she said, "Okay, hold on a minute." And she put me on hold. And at that moment, I thought, she knows why I called about that. She put me on hold, and I was thinking, what is she about to tell me? And I got Terry, and I was like, baby. And I don't know if she's about to tell me, But I didn't expect that. And she just said, he was sitting by a train. I was just like, well, I just threw the phone. I threw it to Terry, and I didn't hear any more. I didn't talk to her more after that, right?
Wow.
I just knew that he had been hit by a train.
Wow.
And it wasn't until later that day that I found out that he committed suicide. Later on, it wasn't that first call that I know. Or maybe, no, Terry told me because she told him. Because he finished that phone call.
Wow.
But when I heard that
I've never heard that story.
Really?
No.
Yeah. But James, when I found out though that it was suicide, it changed it. It changed it for me because it was so crazy to me. Like right when I got that call, I was like, wow, it's over. This whole struggle. Now it's over. It was the craziest feeling, like every day, and it's over.
Yeah.
I just can't. You know what I mean? Everything just shut down, changed. My life so just over. All my daily going to visit him and it's just over. All that scared of the phone call. This is the call. Can't get no worse than this.
So it was kind
I won't get another one.
It was kind of a relief.
No. It was just that feeling. It wasn't in some weird way, maybe it was a relief of, so this is how it ends. But not a good relief. Hi, baby. So this is how it ends. And it's over. It was a weird thing. And let me go one step beyond because, I'm sorry, but I thought you were done. After that, I was telling Mika, it was like after Jacob, after like a month, and I was telling Mika, it's weird. Jacob is gone, and I don't have that same worry and stress, but I still don't feel at ease. I still have that same, I don't feel, no. And Mika said, you know why? Because you're still not free. Because I still was living the same way, worried about somebody in every move I make, and that was Tom.
Yeah.
She said, you're still not free because you still have Tom. You still are worrying about Tom. It was the same thing but when Mika said that, she said, cuz girl, you're still not free because you still got Tom. And a month later, Tom's gone. How about that?
Wow.
She sure did say it. And then and when she said it, we both cracked up because I'm like, oh my gosh, you're right. I'm not free because it is cool, laughing about it. But because I always, no matter what, at my own expense, I would always just do anything for him. Not sexually once we broke up, but you know what I mean? Just anything. I'm just was his beck and call girl. It just was like that. He's just one of the ones on the planet that I loved him unconditionally, no matter what. Not a soulmate. Like Terry is my soul. Maybe he's my real, but you know what I mean? But Tom, he was just also one of those ones. I would do anything for. Arlene is one like that. But yeah, so Tom, I couldn't, he was gone, James. Lord Jesus.
I know. You've been through a lot, baby. You've been through a lot.
Yeah.
And I appreciate
you
sharing. I appreciate you sharing this. And whoever listens to this, I'm sure they'll appreciate you sharing that with them too, because they didn't know. Sometimes when you open up to people and make things public, cool things happen.
And I don't mind doing that. Everybody has to be in their time. Yeah. At the first, when Jacob was first gone, I have to go through my feelings, how I have to go through them. I don't want to talk about it.
Exactly.
To this day, I don't want to talk about it, or I do want to. I always want to talk about Jacob, but I'm selective in who I'm talking to. Well, sometimes, I don't always feel like getting that emotional and shit. Yeah. But I don't mind sharing now. Now I feel different about things.
And what's cool about it is you and me sharing it. You're sharing it with me, and I'm recording this. I almost don't believe it, but yeah, it's awesome, and from my experience with like the Nicole Brown Foundation, like what they did right after their tragedy, they started an organization right away. I mean, in 2 or 3 months, they had the Nicole Brown Foundation while they were going through that trial and stuff. So, from my experience with them, I had started my own organization, the Flock of Angels, and I don't know if you've seen it or not, but I did stuff with the Brown Foundation with that, and it's still around. And then when we experienced our own tragedy, it was just like, it was reflex. I was just on it. I just started putting this thing together, but I knew you weren't ready for it. That's why I never really pushed
I
it.
wasn't ready for it, and I didn't want it.
Yeah. But when you see things, when good things start to happen in memory of the tragedy that you went through, it's a healing feeling, and I've seen people heal from it. Like the events that they have, and the people that they help, and the education that they put out on different subjects and topics that helps people. It gives it a purpose, and that's why.
I hear, and you know what? Oftentimes, like I see people saying, like, after this tragedy, like, we changed the law of this. Like a lot of those shows I watch, the parents, like, after they lose someone, they fight to change the law so that they,
that's what happened to
like
Ty Moss. That's what happened to Ty and Carol. They lost their son to MRSA, and they changed laws.
To what?
MRSA.
What is that?
A staph infection he went to the hospital, caught a staph infection, and died.
Oh, dag! How old?
Oh, Niall, he was a teenager. He was.
Are you frozen or?
He was special needs, and he was a teenager. I think he made 14.
Oh no.
Yeah, and something was wrong with him.
I am.
So they've changed laws because of that. Denise changed laws too. O.J. Simpson thing, So I don't know what kind of laws we can change, but
No, I mean, yeah, but some people change laws or talk to people or help people or do any of those things. That was just an example. We ain't about to change no doggone laws. But you know what? I wanted to fight for laws change. I wanted things different because you know what? The flipping, they're so big on guns and talking about guns and everything, and because of all this killing. But I think they need to focus on better mental health things, because who's out going shooting up a bunch of people? There's something wrong with that person's mind. What are you doing for the mental care of people? I know the kind of care that Jacob got with what he had, and it wasn't good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I had problems. I mean, at the end, if I was strong enough, I would have had fucking sued somebody probably, because, he was on medication when he started thinking that he was married to that person across the street. He got worse when he was on certain medications. But you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, there's a lot of issues out there that need to be addressed that aren't addressed. That's just the way of the world. And so probably
if somebody was really doing something, like in my position, like there was something probably that I could have done more, you know what I mean, that I could, but I'm not about to jump on a soapbox and try and do no shit like that.
Yeah.
So let me just shut up.
Well, all we can do is make peace contagious. That's what contagious peace is, and it has a ring of a movement to it. And Contagious Peace Day will never be on the day that he took his life. You just said that ain't ever gonna happen. His birthday might be a good day for it.
What was this?
Huh?
I mean, yeah, that's
his birthday.
Yeah.
Instead of the day he took his life, the day he was born.
I mean, I just tell you, let me tell you, if you said Happy Contagious Peace Day on Jacob's birthday,
I didn't mean to say happy.
That wouldn't make. Yeah.
I didn't mean to say. But I thought about that after I said, "Oh shit, I shouldn't have used that word."
I know it, because after you did it, then you texted me back and you said, "How are you doing?" And I knew that was why. Because I'm like, Happy Contagious Peace Day. I don't know what to say to that.
Yeah. And his birthday is a better day for it.
Yeah.
There's got to be a Contagious Peace Day somewhere up in here for this whole thing to work.
I mean, listen, whatever. I'm not a cock blocker. I'm not no cock blocker. Whatever. In these trying times, whatever works. You know what I mean? But I'm not a naysayer. I just, I'm real about not wanting that on this day.
I heard
but
you.
if you,
as soon as you said it, I had to go scratch that.
Mm-hmm. That's funny. But I feel you.
You notice I
So,
didn't.
yeah.
I didn't even go back into it. I just moved right on along.
I certainly did notice. Don't you think I didn't notice?
Yeah.
I noticed.
Yeah.
I said, listen to who's trying to listen
Like,
to
see
somebody.
ya. Cool. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, have you looked at the website and seen what's up there?
I haven't. I saw that you sent me something. You said peep this,
Yeah,
but I haven't peeped it yet.
Just click it. It's gonna pop right up.
I will. It's just
one
that
click away.
I just got home and then Terry got home and I'm just making him something to eat. But I'm gonna look. I don't think I even opened it on my phone. I just saw peep this.
Yeah, there's a store up there and some products for sale and look at it. The whole thing's up there. Yes.
I will. I'll go through the whole
It
thing.
looks like it's done right to me. But anyway, Julie, sis, I really enjoyed this. I mean, and I really did. And I know,
Me too.
I know it's a touchy subject for you to talk about it and to know that it's going to be listened to.
It is.
I mean, there's some good shit in there. And
Did we talk long enough?
oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
All right, cool. I love you.
I love you too, darling.
And have a good rest of the evening.